guys. All right, fun keto kitchen tonight because I'm not even in my kitchen. So we're doing a complete kitchen remodel. So I don't know if you've been following along in the stories. I've been kind of showing you how we've been going, but we have absolutely nothing in our kitchen right now. But you know, we still got to eat, and I still like doing keto kitchens. So my next door neighbor, our friends across the street, Ron and Janet, they offered to let me use their kitchen. So we're doing a guest keto kitchen. And I'm like, this could be kind of fun. Maybe I'll just travel from friend to friend's house and do keto kitchens in everybody else's kitchen. So kind of cool. So thanks guys for jumping on. If you are catching me live, there's a little red box right here that says live. Put live down there in the comments or just drop a 1. If you are catching me on the replay, let me know what time it is that you are actually catching me and watching me. It's always kind of fun to find out where across the United States you are, what time zone you're in. I got some early birds that are like on at 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, and then I got some late ones that will probably be on even tonight. So thanks guys for jumping on. I really appreciate you. Tell me number 2 or replay and what time you are catching the replay if you are catching replay. All right, we're gonna do I'm going to kind of start easing my way into, for about a month, I want to do some gluten-free, some dairy-free recipes for you guys. I got a lot of people who are trying to do keto, low carb, but they really struggle with gluten. Keto is almost gluten-free. But there are a couple things in there, but definitely dairy-free is really tough when you're trying to get into all of those healthy fats. So we're going to kind of play around with that this month. So make sure you hang out with me and see kind of what we learn and what kind of recipes I can find. I can tell you that being straight gluten-free is not very keto friendly. Most of the recipes that I am finding that are gluten-free have a lot of sugar, still a really high carb, and because of the other things that they use without the gluten, and they're also pretty high in sugar. So I'm kind of working on that. So hang out with me and let me see what I can find for us. This one is going to be, today we're going to do a curry salmon with a coconut milk. And the original recipe is done with bok choy, but that's not a favorite of mine, so I'm going to switch it up. There are lots and lots of different ways that you can do this, different substitutes for the ingredients, and I will drop all of that with the recipe. Now, for a curry paste, you can buy a curry paste at the store. Just make sure you are reading your labels. Make sure that you are checking ingredients, because there could definitely be sugars added to it, especially sneaky sugars. I looked at what was in it, and I had everything that I needed to make it. So I decided I'd make it myself. I make a lot of my dressings, a lot of my spice blends, a lot of my condiments, because there's so much other junk in them from the grocery store. And I just want to be a little bit more picky about what I put in my body. So this is the paste. This is the curry paste that I made, and this is what it looks like right now. We're going to cook this up here. If you want this recipe, I'll tell you quick what's in it. There's mustard in here, there's onion, there's ginger, there's some peppers in here, there's garlic, curry powder, ground coriander, turmeric, salt and pepper, and paprika. If you want this recipe, put curry recipe down there in the comments and I will get it to you. It's quite a bit of ingredients, but it goes really, really quick. And this is gonna be so much better because it's homemade. So all this is gonna do is go in here for about a minute, and then we're gonna add our salmon, and we're gonna add some other stuff to get that so that it has a nice creamy consistency. So as you guys are jumping on, hello, make sure you say hello. I am pretty far away from the phone, so I can't see really well. I see that some people are catching me live, or Ontario. Oh, hi, Barbara, how are you? Hi, Diane, thanks for jumping on. Hi, Amy. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody else? Hi, Tammy. Hi, Donna.
Jane.
Awesome, Jane. Thank you guys all for jumping on. Tell me where you're watching from. I am coming to you live from California. And by the way, as you are jumping on, would you please say hello and thank you to Janet, because Janet is lending me her kitchen to do this keto kitchen, and that's pretty awesome. It's kind of funny, you know, doing a keto kitchen in somebody else's kitchen. Where is everything? So it's all right. We're doing just fine. Okay, so we got our paste going. Now, when you do this paste, if you want, I'm letting it be a little bit chunky. The only thing that's chunky in it are some onions. If you want this to be super like pureed, you can definitely run it through a blender and get it more like a paste. I'm not worried about the consistency of it because I just want all of those flavors. All right, so we've got that going. Let's see what we're going to do next. Something I'll let you know as far as carbs. This is a serving, this recipe that I'm making is a serving for 4. It's about a cup each, is about what it's gonna come out like. I will give you the original recipe. If you follow the original recipe to the T, it's gonna come out to being about 5 net carbs per serving. Now, if you switch it up and use different ingredients and stuff, that's gonna change all of that. If you don't know how to calculate net carbs, you're gonna take the total carbs of your recipe, or like when you look on the label and it tells you total carbs, you're going to subtract any fiber grams, and then you're going to subtract any sugar alcohols. Now, there's no added sugar to this at all, so we're good. But if it was a recipe that you were adding in sugar, as long as you were using one of the keto-friendly sugar alcohols, erythritols, monk fruit, swerve, any of those, you can subtract that out of your total carbs, and that's going to give you your net carbs. If you are trying to get into nutritional ketosis on your own without doing any kind of supplementing, and you're just doing it through diet, exercise, and fasting, then you're going to want to track your net carbs. All right, we got this going, so next we're going to see what we're going to put in. Okay, we're going to add in some fish sauce. We're going to add in some coconut aminos. Now, coconut aminos are just a substitute for soy. So you can definitely use soy sauce if you want, no problem. And I'm going to add in the salmon. This is 2 different kind of salmons that I have added in here. This is going to go really quick. Once you get this going, it's like 5 minutes. So super quick and easy recipe. If you guys are following me for recipes, they are always quick and easy. I am usually in and out of the kitchen within 30 minutes. This is really simple ingredients. The most ingredients that is in this recipe is making that curry paste. So if you end up doing it with a paste that you buy, it's going to be even quicker. All right, and now in here we are going to add some broth. Now we can add vegetable broth, you can do chicken broth, you could do whatever kind of broth you want. Make sure you're checking your labels, make sure that you are checking your ingredients because you don't want anything extra added. We're gonna add full fat coconut milk. Make sure you're not buying fat free. You are defeating the purpose of keto if you are trying to cut back on your fats. You need the healthy fats. This is appetite suppression. This is carb control. This is energy for your body. So this is a healthy fat that you want to be adding into your diet. So this is full fat coconut milk. Now, if you have a nut allergy and you can't use coconut milk, you can use almond milk. Almond milk, generally speaking, does not have the same nut allergy reactions, but you use whatever your discretion is for what you are allergic to or not. All right, we're gonna let this go for a minute. So here are some of the other alternatives that you can do. So any kind of onion, it doesn't matter. I used a yellow onion, but you could use any kind of onion that you want. You're going to use ginger. You can grate it or you can use ground. I actually use a paste when it comes to ginger because I don't use it very often and it usually goes bad. You can take those little nubs that you get at the grocery store. You can put that in a baggie and put it in the freezer for a couple months and then just pull it out, let it defrost and then grate it if you want it. But I just have found that I really like the tube. You're going to use, you can use a chili pepper, you can use, you can use any other kind of spicy peppers that you want. So you can make this as spicy as you want. You know, I am not a spicy person, so I just used a pepper blend. Like I said, you're going to use the full fat coconut milk. So do know that if you do use almond milk, if you don't have coconut milk and you end up using almond milk, it's not going to come out as thick. So just know that. The coconut milk is very thick and that's what's going to actually make this curry nice and thick. Any kind of broth, whatever you want. The coconut aminos, like I said, they are just a substitute for soy sauce. You can use soy sauce if you want. And as far as vegetables, like I said, the original recipe is bok choy, but you can use a Chinese cabbage. You could put green beans in. Janet doesn't like green beans, so I did not put green beans in this recipe. Don't forget to say hi to Janet while you're on. Tell her thank you. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, zucchini. You could use any of those in it. You can add a little bit of cilantro to this. You can even just garnish it at the end. And just remember that however you change this recipe, it is going to change your net carbs. Now, you can, so I got this going. Our salmon is almost completely cooked through. It's looking great. Look how thick that is getting. Oh, gosh. Guys, I wish I had smell-o-rama and you guys could smell this. I'm gonna, because I don't like bok choy, I'm gonna use spinach. So I'm just gonna take this in, I'm gonna wilt this in, and we are gonna be ready to eat. Another thing that you can add into here are some cherry tomatoes, which we actually have some tomatoes in the garden. I might actually go grab a couple and cut them up and put them in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of lime juice, and this is gonna be just about it. You can put this in the refrigerator. It will last for about 3 days. It's not going to last really long in your fridge, but you can, if you make some and you have leftovers, or make a double batch so that that's meal planning. So when you have another day that is super busy, last minute running from home, what am I going to make for dinner? It's late, blah, blah, blah. Any of those you could make a double batch and put a batch of it in your freezer. You could keep it in the freezer as long as you put it in an airtight container for about 3 months. So I rarely ever make anything in a single batch. I almost always make double batch everything. All right, this is just about ready. My gosh, it smells so good. All right, guys, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate you. So this was a salmon coconut curry, gluten-free, keto-friendly, no sugars added. You're at about 5 or 6 net carbs per serving. So enjoy, guys. If you are low carb or keto, put that down there in the comments. If you would like more gluten-free recipes, put that in the comments. If you would like more dairy-free recipes, put that in the comments. Let me know what it is that I can bring to you and provide value. If anything that I have taught you today or this recipe has provided you any value, put value down there in the comments. That gives me a thumbs up. Lets me know that I'm on the right track and to bring more of this same kind of recipes to you guys. Thanks. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, drop them down there in the comments. And I'll get back around and answer them. And don't forget to share, because sharing is caring. Sharing makes you beautiful. Sharing helps me reach out to more people. So have a wonderful evening, guys. And make sure you say thank you to Janet for letting me use her kitchen. Bye-bye.